Here we are.
Okay, guys.
Yes,
Demo
okay.
submission night number 3 on the
It's time.
Flipflix audio server. My name is Martin, and we are here today with some very special guests, 2 of which have already done this before, and 2 of which who have not done this before. So we will introduce Alan first. Alan Lee, what's up?
Hey, I'm Alan Lee, and you know me from the server, so I don't know what to say. Yeah.
That'll do. We've got Emilio, Secrecy. How's it going?
Hola, me llamo Emilio Manuel Carrón Almeida y yo soy Secrecy.
Nice. I don't know what you said, but it sounded pretty good.
I said my whole name.
Yes. And we have got Fabian, aka K3MARE. He is muted.
Hello, I'm actually K3MARE, but Martin doesn't care about this, so...
Actually, it's
Sorry, too.
Actually, it's K3MARE.
Sorry.
The 3 is pronounced E.
And we have also got Luke, aka StarSplitter, but he is a little few minutes late, so that is no problem. But
If he
we'll
pops
get
in,
onto that at a very later time. But basically, what we do here is we pick 10 tracks at random, and we go through them one by one, each give our comments, and we take it from there.
Yeah, so you're basically roasting your tracks now.
Yes, basically. But without further ado, let's kick things off with the first demo, which is by INSIKE, and this one's called Desire. So,
but name their song Desire.
yeah, Desire's a cool name.
Demnazi sent me a track called Desire, and then I also started a collab with someone. We called it Desire. Seems to be
That's
trendy
popular
title
now.
Seems like a theme there.
Following the trends.
But remember, once the demo's playing, we'll all go to mute.
Yes.
And then we'll listen to the track all the way through, and we'll come back to it at the very end. But let's see what Desire by INSIKE has to offer. In 3, 2, 1.
My lover's got no money, he's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no power, he's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no fame, he's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no money, he's got his strong beliefs. Free from desire, mind and senses purified. 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 Purified, 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 my lover's got no money.
Damn.
Holy shit, that was amazing.
Where are the
Big-
outros?
big-
No, I'm only joking.
That was an outro. It was
So,
minimal, but it was something.
First
What
one
do we-
for today.
What do you think of that from INSIKE?
Very solid track. Very, very good track. Literally, I only have two real gripes with it. I think, first off, the clap is kind of weird, especially when the drop hits. I think just layering it with another clap that has like a more of a reverby tail would do it wonders. I think that would make it sound, because you can have that stereo widened kind of like tight one that doesn't have that much of a tail, and then if you just layer that, it'll fill up the space. And then there are some parts where the vocal feels a little out of, I don't say out of rhythm, because it definitely like lines up. It's just like a really weird, I don't know if it's like in septuplets or some shit, but like especially in the intro when all you have to go off of is just the vocal, it feels a little like not on grid. But like that can easily be adjusted. I feel like everything else is like fine. This track is solid. Mixed down is clean. Idea is really cool. It's funky intro. I did not stop moving the whole time it was playing. Like it does its job.
Yeah, I think the one problem for me is the vocals. It's quite recognizable, obviously. To some
What's it from?
to be honest, I don't know the song, but I've heard it a million times before. And it's
I
an actual
definitely
like
never heard it
official
before.
song, like an actual proper.
Oh shit.
Football fans of the UK know it as Will Griggs on Fire, which is Will Scared is about to say. Is like it's a football chant basically.
I think it's a Meg Myers song, no, isn't it?
I'm not entirely sure, but that's exactly what Solaroid's saying. The vocals are copyrighted, so it's a
It's like
bit of a
copyright,
problem there.
copyright, bro. Just
Yeah.
don't matter.
I like the idea of the vocals mimicking The Sims was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like
that was really cool. I was really hoping it was going to do that too. Like when the buildup was happening, I would have been disappointed if the vocals didn't match the, or if the flow didn't match the vocal, but it did,
Yeah.
and I was like, yes.
Yeah. K3MARE, do you have any points on that?
I mean, what Emilio already said in the chat, the kick clap or like just a clap in the drop is a bit weird. Yeah, should maybe change that or try to fit that in a bit more. I felt like when the drop started, like going from that vocal to that bass part in the drop, like where just the fake out happened with where just the vocal was playing, and then I got into the part with drums and bass. It felt a little bit weird for me because it was so suddenly, but otherwise, yeah, it's a cool idea. Very cool.
Alan, any thoughts on that one?
Only the same problems as the Secrecy. So the kick clap and the vocals felt a bit off, and other than that, really solid track. And yeah, the vocals are really like the original song is really overplayed. So I mean, in Europe it is at least. So I heard it the other day on the radio as well. So
it seems like all the Americans in the chat, including me, are like, "Yeah, this is great."
yeah.
Right, 1 second before I add StarSplitter as a guest.
Yeah, he's here.
There you go. Jump in whenever you can.
No, but this was a solid tune. I'm rating rating this track a firm handshake out of 10. Very firm.
I think
Handshake out of 10.
I think I mean, maybe he can. I don't know if he can use the vocals in the song.
It don't matter. Just don't release it somewhere. Just like drop it as a free download and everything will be fine.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sure. But like,
Exactly.
if it was for the label, I wouldn't risk it honestly. But the track was fire.
Yeah.
What is it? There's like you can use like up to 3 seconds of any given like sample before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit more than 3 seconds on here. A little bit more.
Yeah, it's the copyright law is so strict. Like you've heard of different bands such as the Rolling Stones. For those who have listened to the Rolling Stones, it's quite a popular band, obviously, but they've got sued millions for using samples.
Oh my God.
You just got to be careful, you know. Without further ado, let's welcome in Luke, aka StarSplitter. How's it going, Val?
Hello. I was like a little like late because there was a party. I'm like, because originally for 5 I was good. Before I was like, yeah, but I'm good. I'm here. So yeah,
That's okay. No problem at all.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Epic.
dude.
With that, we will jump on to the second demo, which is from Resonik, and this one is called No Return.
Ooh.
So
Okay, deep.
we'll see what this one has to offer in
Let's
3,
go.
2, 1. scary.
This is a dub plate.
This is a dub plate, guys.
This is in fact a dub plate, guys. Better not
Play,
repeat-
yo,
Double plate
guys.
alert.
Yo.
Double plate alert.
You are
Yeah, that
locked
was
in.
that was
This
a
is
journey.
UKF exclusive.
That was a journey. Mate,
Full Flex Audio exclusive.
firstly, the first word I basically put down was monotonous.
Yeah. This.
I mean, sorry, but this song was made out 80% from the sample Code Pandora sample pack. I have the exact same.
Actually,
I have the exact same sample pack, so
Yeah.
I recognize like every sound from it.
I only recognize the snare because
I
I've heard
did-
that snare so many
No.
fucking times.
Yeah, the machine guns and the growls were also from the sample pack.
That's a
Okay.
shame.
that growl. If you're gonna use a growl that much in a given track, at least make the growl. Like I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I mean-
like this
I mean-
track is like 70% that one growl.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
repetitive really quickly.
I wouldn't have. Oh yeah, go ahead.
This is like not really feedback, but just like I thought it had like an old like that growl, like an old like Death Step vibe to it. But that makes a lot of sense. It's from that pack because it's pretty old,
Yeah.
I think.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
This track, there's something there though. I feel like this idea could be executed
Yeah,
in like
especially
a
the intro was
solid
not
way.
bad. The
If you
Yeah.
were, like especially the intro is. I mean, it does the job. It's an
Yeah.
intro. And it sets the mood for the track. It's pretty good. I think the main issue I'm having with this track, aside from the samples, is I think the structuring is kind of weird. I
Mhm.
think
Mm-hmm.
each drop didn't feel like it was like a number divisible by 4 amount of bars,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so it
Yeah.
felt like I couldn't tell when it was going to start and end, and each phrase kind of kept that random. Usually, if you want to divide your track into like an A section or a B section, and a B section, if you feel like you want a longer drop, but like something predictable in like a group of the number, like at a factor of 4, that way, just kind of the listener knows what to expect. and definitely needs something like risers, I think, during the drop to like kind of have the listener anticipate when shit's gonna happen. Would also be very helpful. Yeah, just structuring things.
I think
Exactly.
one thing that Primal Right said is that the 2 an absolute T is it's lacking in progression. As one, you can have samples and stuff like that, but as long as you progress the track forward into a bigger idea, you know.
Yeah, it felt kind of random. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it felt very random.
Like sample pack showcase or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense, but like, yeah.
Yeah,
Any
I
other
rate
points
the
in that
song.
one?
I rate the song a solid lost game of rock paper scissors out of 10. Like I was playing rock paper scissors, and I was like, I lost the first round, and I was like, no, best 2 out of 3, and then I lose it again, and I was like, damn, like, you know what I mean?
That's it. Game over.
Yeah.
That's a game over.
I think the transitions are also very rough, like especially in like the intro to the first drops, like very random. And also that switch up to the last drop was pretty weird, and also the last drop itself was like a bit. It was like if you put like a house drum, not a house drum, but like a 4/4 drum pattern on like a dubstep drop.
It was very out of nowhere. But I mean, as you said, Emilio, like kind of like there's no trend. I was gonna make a remark on that too, but you hit the nail on the head with the whole like lack of transitions thing. So
yeah, right. I think that track has been expanded with feedback. So we'll move on to the third track, which is by KNG. I've heard a few tracks on this guy before actually, which is not bad to be honest. And this track is called Egregious.
KNG.
So,
I'm sure it's pronounced King.
Is it King? Yeah, that makes sense.
That wouldn't be.
Let's listen to Egregious in 3, 2, 1.
That was it?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. The waveform of this track just has like an extra minute of silence at the end. I think that's what that is.
Oh, damn.
Oh
I
my
didn't even
God.
realize.
So is it just like a one drop track, or is it only half done?
I'm assuming it is not done yet because
Yeah, it must have been just a whip, to be honest.
Probably, yeah.
We've been bamboozled, guys.
That is crazy. I was expecting a second section, but obviously we are lacking
That
some extra audio there.
The first track was nice though. It was nice though. The kick is a little overblown. The kick's a little too fat for good. But like I think it's all you gotta do is just trim the tail at the end of it, like the sub tail. Just kind of just trim that way it doesn't clip with the sub, and then it'll be fixed. I know having
short kicks are great.
Thumpy kick to kick out through your to what's it called to cut through your mix is kind of difficult to achieve, but once you do it'll be fine. Flow crazy, sound design pretty cool. Like ideas were nice. Like this is there's something here. This is a solid tune.
I think the combo of the snare and the Sims worked really well. Like the sample choice was on point. I would say yes.
Yeah, for real.
Anyone else got any thoughts on that short clip?
Yeah.
I think the outro section / outro, I'm assuming it's that midsection with the whole note chord progression, and that doesn't really have much going on with it. I think you could throw some like melodies in there or something like that, kind of make it not just droning chords, because that just doesn't sound. That's not really just fun to listen to. Like you can make a statement with that, like kind of use that space to be creative songwriting wise, and I think it'll make whatever idea you throw at the end of this track more fulfilling, satisfying to the listener.
It was also like. It was overcompressed to me. It had it had like not so many dynamics.
Yes, no. This track's waveform is bricked up fully,
except for the outro.
Except for the outro, yes. But actually, no. That's funny because when the synth bass comes in during the middle of that chord progression, like here, I'm gonna send a picture of what that waveform looks like. It's just brick.
Yeah.
That is what that progression looks like.
That's my kind of demo.
Yes, but like this is a tune. I'm gonna give this a crisp high 5 out of 10. Just a
that was pretty crisp.
Even the high five noise at the end.
Yes.
I have like one more thing to add. It's like really small. It's like it's like really. I don't know. I just felt like some of like the hitting basses in the drop. Like I can't really describe them, but like the first bass that kind of hit, it felt a little harsh. Like I don't know if this person's even in the call, but I'd highly recommend getting Soothed too. It's very nice. It's very nice plugin.
The cheat code of dubstep.
The metagame.
Yeah.
Any other final points on that from KNG or King?
The transitions.
Yeah.
Could work on that.
That's fair. It's just obviously that's the second half of this track is just not finished. That's just kind of what it is. Once it's ready to be released, it'll sound more complete like that. But like, keep at it, banger.
With that, we'll move on to the fourth track, which is by Rom, and this one's called Payback. Ooh. So, see what Payback has to offer us here.
Let's go.
Rom, Payback in 3, 2, 1.
Time for payback.
No outro.
No outro.
And that was
No,
wrong.
outro, guys.
Let's go to the
Fuck
next
the
guy.
outro.
No.
We are going to the next track, guys. Okay.
Fuck outros. Fuck outros. What were we saying about that? What were we saying about Rom
It's pretty
Payback?
cool. It's a pretty cool track. That shit was fun.
Yeah, it was solid.
Very
Overall.
nice.
My first, I mean, I guess the main issue I have is a little too much high end, and not enough of that high end. Like not enough is because of the cymbals. I think you want to make your cymbals louder and then make the high end of literally everything else quieter, and this mix sound will sound a lot cleaner. You do like, especially during a drop, you want most of your high end coming from your cymbals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the main point for me was that the like I said in the text chat, that the intros and outros shine much better than the last, like the drops, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yes, no, the intros and everything was like, the intro was spectacular. That shit was amazing. It was
amazing, yeah.
That
really
was so
good
cool.
intro.
The effects were really cool. The sound design was crazy. That breakdown was like, that's what I wanted. That
Highlight of the tune.
The second drop is a little more boring than the first one was. The first one had a lot of like really cool variation and kind of didn't get boring, but the second one got kind of bleepy bloopy and like with that trap snare. The trap snare works, I think, as a switch up. I wouldn't put the entire drop with it. I feel like that just kind of defeats the purpose of it.
I agree.
I was gonna mention that, like, I don't know if it was like a good thing or a bad thing, but like just like the way the drops were structured were so different from each other. Like in both drops. Like the first one had like a bunch of like, I don't know, like fake outs, but like a lot of different like flows and stuff. And then
let's keep things interesting. But I feel like I would prefer a one motif that you kind of repeat, but then put variations on throughout a drop. I feel like that would make it sound more cohesive. If you just throw a bunch of at the wall, it kind of makes
the first drop was not cohesive in my opinion. Really,
it was really cool though. Like some flows were crazy.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was. Sound design in parts was really good.
It was.
K3MARE, any thoughts on that one, pal?
No, I actually just agree with that. The second job, it was a bit more repetitive. Could have used a bit more variation there, but otherwise, it's a really cool tune. Really good idea.
Am I right in saying that the first drop and second drop had different drums?
Yeah, I know.
They did.
I thought it was being stupid there, but I thought there was.
Oh wait, I didn't give a rating. This one's another crisp high 5. Another crisp
high 5 out of 10.
Yes.
And on that crisp high 5 out of 10, we'll move on to the next one, which is by Fear Unknown and Ironhide.
Oh, I know him.
My guys.
Shit.
Ironhide, for those that are into the death step scene, kind of tear out-ish kind of styles, they know who Ironhide is.
He's death step OG.
Yeah, death step OG, definitely. But
if this doesn't blow me away, I'm going to be sad.
This track is called Annihilate. If it's called Annihilate, it's going to blow you away, surely.
It has to.
We'll see what this is in 3, 2, 1. we got ourselves an outro, boys.
Yes.
Finally.
We got ourselves an outro.
That was
Man.
Let's start with Luke. Go on, StarSplitter.
Oh God, God, like I feel I don't know what it's like. I love like your music. Like I mean, I don't think Ironhide's here, but Fear you're here. But like, I don't know. Like I've been listening to both of your music like a lot. What do I like? I don't know. The one thing that I kind of picked up on is that like it was at like the beginning of the second drop, like in the build up, one like Screech thing. I thought that was a little bit harsh. Yeah, but like I don't know. And I also thought the first and second drops were a little samey. Like I like tear out a bit more than like some of the other people that are here. So I don't care as much, but other people probably might. And I also some people were saying stuff about sub, so maybe make it a bit beefier.
Yeah, I think the sub's slightly missing.
Yeah, it was missing on the. Yeah.
I know what the sub needs. The sub needs to be A, louder, and B, put a pitch envelope on it so that it kind of starts out at a higher note and then it goes downwards. That way, it'll give your guns an extra like a little piece of attack. This track's intro, the build up, the atmosphere is like a 10, and then the drops are like 4s. I don't like that gun. It has too much like low mid end. It feels a little stereo wide, and the sub not like lacking kind of doesn't really help it at all. And then the drops progressions are fucking boring. Like you just get the gun and then like it doesn't transition out very well. Like your drops are too short to be that repetitive. Like if you fix that, like if you could just kind of add some variation to either tonality wise or like pattern wise, do something kind of making the drops not wanna like they'll feel like they're dragging on even though they're so short. I think literally if you put the second drop at the end of the first drop, like that would work. Like that would be the variation you like need. And then like I also would love to hear like the same kind of atmosphere at like some points during the drop, like maybe every 4 bars you can kind of have like a phrase ender that like could also that you could put the vocal in or just put some of the elements. If the drops were like as haunting as the intro and the rest of the track would, this would be great. Like I feel like that, but it just sounds like dry, overdone tear out. I guess kind of why I want this to be way better.
Yeah. K3MARE, any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I really agree with Secrecy here. So I think the execution of the idea is like pretty good. I really like the quality of the track and everything. Sound design was pretty cool. Just the idea itself, especially like the drops, it's just I could swear I heard this like 10 times already on different tracks. It's not that special, so it's not really for me. I can see other people like it. Maybe for me, it's definitely too boring and overused. But the sound design and everything is pretty there. Except the sub could be a bit louder. Also, something that Primal Right said that I can agree with. The vocal is cool, but it doesn't really have to do anything with Annihilate. So I don't know. Maybe think about that, but just a thought.
Yeah. Alan, any last thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I actually loved it. Like there are some few things I would fix, like the sub bass, the first drop needs more variation. And the growl on the transition, it was really harsh on the ears.
Yeah.
But other than that, lovely intro. Like the drop was really like classic tear out. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think.
Yeah, so the intro was so cool. This track, like the creativity displayed on the intro was amazing, and I feel like if you kind of carry that same energy to the drops, this track would be amazing.
And it had an outro. It had an outro.
And the outro was great. That progression is so haunting. It's fucking this track. It's like I beat you in a thumb war out of 10.
I think the intros, outros, breakdowns, outdone the main bits really. But to be honest, it was cool.
Yeah, I listened to like Ironhide, so I can recognize the machine guns.
Yeah, his guns, the typical.
Yeah. So
we are done. We are done and good to go for the next track, which is by David Neon, and this track, funnily enough, is called Annihilate as well.
Oh my god.
this is the track we've all been waiting for. We've all been waiting for the one that sounds or is named the exact same. So
and that boy David Neon is in the chat too.
Yeah, exactly. David Neon is here and is ready to go.
Does anyone speak Spanish?
You habla español.
Emilio
speaks Spanish.
Okay, you should introduce him in Spanish because he's from Spain.
¿Es de España? Es un españolero. What a time, what a place. I know far too many Spaniards. I have met 4 that go to my school. Plenty of them.
But without further ado, let's go on to David Neon with Annihilate in 3, 2, 1.
Demon Boy.
Oh, it's David Neon. It's David Neon. David Neon.
Could you remind me who made the song again? I think I might have forgotten.
It was David Guetta.
Oh shit! Really? Damn.
Dude, you should make outro, okay? Because
yes, this had outro. Yes, this track is cool. I just think, first off, the guitar work is pretty cool. I love the fucking the chugs, the fucking riff in the beginning. That's cool.
Yeah.
And it's really creative, just to use instruments and tracks if you play them yourself. I wish I could. Once I figure out how to record drums, it's over for you motherfuckers. But this this track is pretty generic. I would say it's definitely something I've heard before. The take out every Virtual Riot sample in this entire song. There's a little too many. It's just really hard to take the put your hands up vocal seriously. It's just kind of cringy. And the side chain is definitely very thick. It's because you have a really thick kick, so I kind of see. But it could, if you use a kick that's not so thumpy and one with a shorter tail, and then you make the side chain not as tight, I think that'll probably do the song better. But this is a song. This is a song. I not quite sure if I want to say I like it or not. But there's something here. There's potential for this. Yeah.
David Guetta out of 10.
Yes.
I think the sustains, I would honestly replace them with something else.
Yeah.
The sustains, there were just way too many. Like if you put like maybe harsh growl in there with some distortion, it would fit better. Yeah.
Yeah.
The intro was really great. The guitar, the intro was the best part of the song, honestly.
Agreed.
Yeah, the guitars worked as well. The guitars worked in the intro sections.
Yeah.
I would still stick to my point that I would still stick to my point that the flow of the second drop is really boring. It's not interesting.
And then that gun was a little too wide. So it didn't not wide. It was wide. And it was also
a bit messy overall. Like the gun was a bit messy. I think definitely a huge plus is that you made like the guitar yourself. That's pretty cool. I didn't hear that many virtual ride samples or something because I'm not like sensitive for that. I don't hear them that much. But
like Primal Rights was saying that we need to talk about the build up. I think it was missing quite a few elements.
Yeah,
make it stand out really.
Definitely, but it's an okay track. It's not bad. It's not insane. It's like it's okay.
It's kind of alright, yeah.
This track, I rated I found an extra couple fries at the bottom of my bag out of 10. Like,
was a surprise.
But then I don't think about it for the rest of the day. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the logic behind it.
That's factual. I think one thing I'd have to say is that I think the sidechain was way too strong.
Oh yeah,
I commented on that. I think it's because the kick is so thick. I think it's one of those sidechains that depend on the shape of the kick. So if you change the kick to something tighter, make the sidechain tighter, it'll do wonders.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So get rid of the sustains, replace it with something, make it less repetitive, and you're good to go.
And then get rid of those VR samples, bro.
Oh yeah.
Send it to Primal Rights for sustained feedback.
Yes.
Sustained feedback in more than 2 ways. And on that, we will move on to the next one, which, believe it or not, we're on to the 7th track already.
Wow, damn.
We're speedrunning this shit, bro.
Which is crazy.
Oh my God.
Speedrunning demo session.
We're 7 tracks in within 55 minutes, which is crazy.
Oh.
But anyway, 7th track is by an artist called Two Man Crowd, and this track is called Clockwork.
Ooh.
Okay.
My boys.
Two Man Crowd is in here at the moment, I think. Unless he's changed his username. I think he's changed his username. But we'll listen to this track in 3, 2, 1. And that
Song.
was 2-man crowd.
Okay.
Damn.
Some good sound design moments in there.
There was.
I think
this track's mixed down. I think,
you go.
Sorry, yeah. This track's mixed down is definitely the one thing that is holding it back. It's very mono in some parts, especially the build-ups are just sound completely in mono. And I know the song isn't because there's some panned vocals that like were stereo, but like it just feels weird. Like for reference, you really only want like your sub being fully mono and maybe your kicks, depending on I don't know if you like wide kicks or not. But like yeah, your sub is the only thing that should 100% be in mono. Everything else needs some kind of width to it. And those was also just not that much sub in the drops too. The which track did I say about like putting a pitch envelope to kind of make your sub
Ironhides.
Yeah.
Do that too. Boost the sub louder. It's bass music. You want the bass to be there. And like the sound design in the drops is actually kind of cool though. I do like the ideas present. They just need a thumpier kind of more forward sounding mix presence, and it'll be cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think the song lacks general energy because all the sounds are so mono, so there's like no dynamics or almost no dynamics. So if you made some sounds wider, it would instantly sound better.
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel that.
This is what am I gonna rate this?
Wait, why is honesty on stage?
I'm rating why the hell is honesty on stage?
Don't.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Get out of here! Now,
K3MARE,
what's a real rating?
Any thoughts on that one?
Hard. I think what he said earlier, that was like the drop doesn't have like any memorable moments. I would agree with that kind of like. I can remember some good stuff from the intro, but like the job was just not really special enough that I could really say, oh, this part was really good. I really like that. It was okay. The mix down, of course, needs work, but it was again okay. It was not bad, not insane.
I think the part towards the end, the end part where the drums kind of slowed down a bit, that was cool.
Yeah.
Like
I also think
that's probably my favorite part.
I also think that the flow was actually kind of cool. I think.
Yeah.
You know, the flow in the second drop in total is very nice. I don't know the quarter time part though. I think it's not like if you have a quarter time part, I think you want to speed up your flows. That way, it kind of builds more tension to when each drop comes or each drum hits.
Yeah.
But like,
it also came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
yeah, it did.
I rate this track a fist bump out of 10. Just a good old like, yeah, bro, like yeah, fist bump, cool.
Fist bump out of 10.
Fist bump.
That'll do. Next track number 8 is, I don't actually know how to pronounce this guy's name, but it's Siedoro, I think it is.
I think it's Siedoro, yeah.
Siedoro or Siedoro, and this one is called Tension. So we'll see how this track sounds.
Oh, I missed this. I missed it. No.
What did you miss?
What's that?
2-man crowd missed his song.
Yeah.
He was playing.
You can. There will be video of it.
Yeah, my boy's recording,
this will be uploaded
it's
to YouTube.
all recorded, so you're fine. You're absolutely fine. So we'll go on to Siedoro with Tension in 3, 2, 1.
Yo,
Damn,
man.
That was bad.
That car signal sound though.
That was sick.
I'll say first that like Dead Pixel says, the drum bass section wasn't entirely for me, but the rest of the track was pretty cool.
You're just hater. You're just hater.
I'm just a hater of drum bass, to be honest. I'm not hugely into it.
The only issue I have with this track is that, for me personally, I like the drums to be like cleaner. And yeah, that would be it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, like the cleaner drums, and this track is a banger.
Yeah,
this track. I got no feedback. This is a track. This is a track.
Yeah, same.
I got really no feedback.
This is just sick.
This one, maybe do I give this a forehead kiss out of 10? Are we getting a forehead kiss out of 10? I don't give those out very often, but this track is there.
Go for it. Yeah,
I think it's the prestigious rating, bro. The forehead kiss out of 10.
Actually, maybe that transition in the last drop from the, I don't know what, like kind of like from that normal part into that D&B part was a little bit rough. That's the only.
That's the only iffy section. Everything else about this track is like fucking killer.
Yeah.
Like
I also thought that this is like another very like specific thing. I think it was like one of the basses in the second half of the first drop. It was just like I thought it was a bit like low mid heavy and like I don't know, a little messy, but that's it.
True.
Yeah. Kratos rated it a Need for Speed out of 10.
Yeah, I straight followed this dude, bro.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
I am going to follow him now because he deserves it.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah, everybody follows Siedoro. That was a cool demo. That was well worth it. And it was something different as well. Not
he's from Germany too, or they're from Germany too.
Oh no!
Oh, they're managed. I didn't know. I think
not another artist.
We don't need more Germans. Okay, let's move on.
Get more Scottish people in FFA. Come on.
Oh no! Please.
Come on.
Tempe comeback.
No, he's never come back.
Oh damn. Martin said he's dead.
I wanted to reject your demo, but okay.
Oh damn! I'll just send it to myself and not accept myself.
Well, Martin, the type of dude to give feedback on his own demo.
Also,
Matt Boy recording. He's also Scottish. Shout out.
Oh, okay. I see how it
don't
is.
diss Scottish people again.
I see how it is.
Right. This is the 9th track we're on to next, which is by Eviternity. Eviternity.
Yeah.
And it's called Terror. So.
That's my dude. My dude.
Oh, you know this? You know this guy, Alan?
Yeah, I know this guy.
Okay, that's cool. Let's see what Eviternity has to offer. In 3, 2, 1.
We got you baited again. Come on.
Done again. Got done again. Next time,
this one's a little rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think that snare is not doing you much. It's a weird like acoustic snare that doesn't have enough high end and it's very stereo wide. I feel like that one you can switch that out for something. I do like I do see what you're trying to go for with having a snare like that, but like there are probably plenty of different samples that you could use that would fit that bill better. I don't even know, that intro was far too short. Maybe make that longer. I'm also just not big on this genre. I'm probably not going to give fair feedback solely because I'm just not a big fan of Manatory. And like that kind of adjacent style of music. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think y'all probably have better takes on this than I will.
Yes, I have a good take on this. So,
wait, no, we don't want to hear your take.
No. Listen, Alan. Okay, this is not the worst Manatory I heard. Probably one of the better ones. In terms of idea. No. In terms of idea. No. Because I think the idea is actually kind of cool. But yeah, the mix sound is super weird. Like there's so much weird with it. I can't even describe like what to fix. It's like I don't know where to start on this, but the mix sound is just very strange for me. Yeah, the intro thing very short. Also the first bass is very sudden, so very unexpected. It's Manatory, so I'm not the one to give like the most unbiased opinion, but it's okay. It's not bad. Is that okay?
Alan is sexy.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to say about the demo. It's kind of obviously it was short, so it's hard to kind of give a real opinion on it. But it was wide. Honestly. It was wide. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I can't really say much.
I'm rating this one. I accidentally kicked my ball into your yard, and now I have to knock on your door awkwardly to ask if I can get it out of 10.
That's perfect.
That's what listening to this felt like.
Marshall, are we gonna do 2 more tunes?
Are you guys wanting to stick around for 2 more tracks?
I'm down.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Since they've been quite short, I'll stick this last track, the 10th track on, and I'll try and find 2 whilst we are going on for this 10th track. But for now, this one, the 10th track, which would have been the last one, but we're going on for a bit longer, is by Manafex, and this one's called Grid System.
Oh yeah.
So
cool title.
Let's see what this is all about.
Okay, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Outro.
was bad.
We had an outro. We have an outro, people.
Massive.
Let's go.
So the biggest glaring issue in this track is the drums for me.
Change the drums. That's all you need to do. This would be so cool.
You literally change the drums and you're good.
The sound design is so cool. The atmosphere with it is really cool. Maybe you can make it less straightforward and just shift everything over, maybe like a 16th note to the right, and you'll really get that like rhythm bounce. And then just give this like tighter, more classic rhythm sounding drums, and this would be amazing. Like it's a really cool idea. The sound design is on point. You just need those little tight corners fixed up, and this would be voila.
Agreed.
It kind of gives me Subtronics vibes.
Yeah,
100%.
very much Subtronics vibes.
Yeah.
I'm with you there, Alan. K3MARE, any thoughts on this one?
I was kind of confused at some point with the like drum patterns and also the drum selection, but definitely the drum patterns, like in the fake out, the kick was like pretty spammed, very, very weird.
You have too thick of a kick to spam it like that until I have those little bump fills and whatnot.
The drum was a bit, it was pretty repetitive, like not a lot of variation. Could have used a lot more variation, actually.
Yeah.
I think it was working actually for this kind of.
I don't know. I mean, I'm also not into super like that kind of rhythm, but even like it just got boring after a while, in my opinion. And also a section where the bass got like most of the bass got cut out, and just the drums were like there. It was the drums were just way too big and overpowering. Just the track itself is cool. I really like the intro, to be honest. The intro had cool atmosphere and a cool theme.
Yep.
Yeah.
Luke, any thoughts on that one?
I don't know. Everyone kind of said already what I was gonna say. Like, really noticeable thing about the drums. I feel like with the repetitiveness of the sound design, I think it's a tad bit over much, but I feel like if you fix up the production, I think it'll be more bearable, because I really like the idea. I just think with better production, it'll become more bearable. That's like the more important thing.
Yeah.
Big agree.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, this one's a solid, like a firm handshake out of 10 as well.
Firm handshake out of 10. I'll take that. I mean, it wasn't. Well, the ideas weren't bad. It was just the drums was the big issue for me, really.
Yeah, that was just the one massive issue
that needs changing. Right, since we've basically passed the 10-track mark, but since 2 were quite short, if you guys are willing to stay around for 2 more tracks, and the guys in the chat, then we are more than willing to do so.
I'm down. If you all down,
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down.
So I've just picked 2 extra tracks from random again, and this next one is by, I don't know, both of the names are quite hard to pronounce, but I think it's called ETikka Aaske. And it doesn't actually have a track name. It's called ID. So
okay, I see.
We'll see how this one sounds.
ETikka, like the streamer? R.I.P.
ETIKKA.
Yeah, that's the same name.
No way.
That's the same name. You might want to change that unless you're a really big fan of ETikka and that's your brand. But
maybe they're big fans. He's dead. Maybe they are.
I don't know. Like maybe change the alias.
A little bit weird, definitely.
Yeah.
You also want to be Googleable, and you're going to have, like, that's going to be a hard name to Google.
Yeah.
Rule number 1, have a name that is different to everyone else.
Yeah, like Doom Thesis, cool guy, a unique name.
It'll be the first result that comes up, Doom Thesis. You'll have it. It'll be rare.
Literally, if you Google me, my Twitter comes up first, so...
That's how you do it. That is how you do it.
I like Alan Lee more, to be honest. Was also very unique.
If you can Google that and you will see a bunch of Asian people come up first. So
anyway,
like
if you Google my name, there'll be like this piece of sheet music that's come up. That's actually how I got my name. Fun fact, because I played it in 5th grade band, and that's how I got my name.
Oh, nice.
StarSplitter fanfare.
Nice. Right, without further ado, we'll go on with ETikka Aaske in 3, 2, 1.
Huh?
Oh,
Man, oh my god!
What happened?
Stop.
What song?
Stop debating us with these.
No way.
What happened?
No way, that just ended there.
Wait, did the song actually end there, or is it?
Yeah.
Or did the bots die? Oh no.
When the bot stops, that is the end of the audio. So that is.
Oh yeah.
That is
okay.
it. Which is a bit
That was-
unfortunate.
That was sudden, yeah.
Bro
That was
didn't even
cool.
like render out the beat. He just kind of cut it off.
Nah, fuck it. I'm just teasing you here. I'm just teasing you.
People really be trolling Martin with the demos tonight. All the
I see.
short songs.
This is what happens when you pick songs at random. You don't know what you're gonna get. So, well, basically, I thought that was pretty cool.
This is really good. I like this.
I am
really
actually
good, yeah.
intrigued to hear the second drop.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of like older Enzo Ash stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like I don't know, some like kind of nostalgia.
I think it's the mix down. Into Ash's older stuff had a pretty similar kind of approach to mix sounds than this track does, where everything is kind of like loud and kind of in your face. Except this is like the loudest I've ever heard like vocodex type sound design be, which is kind of interesting. It was really in your face, but it was vocodex, so it wanted to hold back at the same time. It was kind of an interesting vibe.
Yeah.
I typically don't like that kind of sound design. Like it's been a pet peeve of mine. Like I've been trying really hard to get into Beast Boys stuff, but like the vocodex is just too much for me a lot of the time. But like this was like the songwriting and the intro was really cool. The like the whole vibe of the track is really nice. I like how the drop was as melodic as the intros were. Like even though it was like it obviously was heavy, like it did a good job blending in the other track and the song sounded cohesive. Like this has a lot of potential. I think this is gonna be a good song.
Yep.
For real.
Yeah, I like that actually. I'll definitely hit up this artist afterwards, see if they can send me some extra audio. Which would be
Look at
nice.
that. That's the look at that. That's the rating right there. Martin second listen out of 10. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Second listen out
That's
of
an
10
honor.
is pretty good. Like, you know.
It's actually pretty good, yeah. I want to follow up on this. Definitely.
I've just made a note of that artist and they've got their email address as well, so I can easily hit them up after, which is good.
We're doing a background check.
Yeah, we are probably. And now finally, we are on to the last 12th track of the
I'm
night,
gonna cry.
Oh,
which is by, I think he's in here right now actually, it's by Genesis and Scared.
ooh.
And this is called Rebound.
Oh wait, is
okay.
it Scarred or?
Oh yeah,
is
he's
that
scared.
what that is?
I'm sure it's Scared because he was called Scaredy Cat.
Oh,
wait, Genesis is
it might be
the
that
one
one.
with. Is it Genesis with the brackets?
It is, yes.
Is it?
Oh yes, big man.
Nice, nice.
I've never heard of this art. I've never heard of this artist before.
He
so
has
we'll
a
see what-
track
Wait,
on the Disciple EP.
Wait,
Alright.
Martin, don't you remember we played Rocket League with Scared?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Very cool. Very nice.
Right. Genesis, Scared, Rebound, last track of the night. In
Let's
3,
go.
2, 1. That's better.
that was. I appreciate the outro. Finally, someone who can appreciate the outro.
You good? Did the entirety of Scotland? Did the entirety of Scotland's internet just die?
I think it did.
Bruh.
Where's Martin?
Where'd he go?
He got kicked.
He's still here. He's just in the audience.
Okay.
Can we invite him to speak?
Do we invite him?
Wait, I will invite him. Invite to speak.
Nah, we don't need the owner, man.
I mean, he doesn't need to be invited. Honestly, he can drink himself.
Maybe he wants to stay in the audience.
Martin.
Yay!
What the fuck happened there? I have no idea what happened there. But yeah, basically, I was listening to the track, and then like just before it ended, the whole Discord just shut down, and then I just
That's because the track was through fire.
Damn. Did the track end where it did, or was that?
Yes, I think the track did end where it did. Yes.
That outro. Oh, damn, that was weird. It's long as hell, and then it cuts off at the end.
Yeah, why?
There's got to be something there. I feel like you can cut that outro in half and make it fade out. I think it would just be fine.
Yeah. We talked about how fucking nutty that second drop was, though.
Oh, that second drop was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Second drop was cool for as much as I got to listen to it.
It was pretty cool. Okay, this joke is done.
Oh my god.
I
don't know.
Any more thoughts on that one?
I think that idea of the second drop should be elaborated more because it was the best of the drops, definitely.
Yeah.
I like the first drop too. The first drop was very nice. I think.
I dig that first drop. Yeah.
Maybe change the kick. I don't like the kick that much. Maybe change the kick. But other than that, I think I had no gripes with it. I know we talked about kicks a lot in the stream, but it's kind of things.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the kick either.
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently Genesis himself played the piano the entire track.
If he played the piano the whole track, that is impressive.
Cool.
That's impressive. That's
very cool.
I rate that chocolate cake out of 10.
See, when you get a chance to implement your own original styles or samples into tracks, that makes it so much worth it. Like so much more worth it.
Yeah. You can't make this the rating can't be like an object. It's got to be like an experience. Like it's got to be this is I was driving to work and all the lights were green out of 10.
I was eating a chocolate cake out of 10.
Beethoven concert out of 10.
You've been to a Beethoven concert?
Yeah.
man himself came out with a great and connected.
Yeah, Martin signed for the label.
I actually am eating chocolate cake right now.
Yeah, when we get in the Beethoven EP on full flex.
That's why I dipped out of Discord for a second. It's just a way to listen to some Beethoven, you know.
Keeps the mind sharp.
Sign those Beethoven IDs, those unreleased.
His plates folder probably massive though.
Oh yeah. He's got like 11 symphonies lined up.
Yeah.
Volume 76 or something like that.
But I'll leak some unreleased Beethoven.
So, after all that, we're 12 tracks done and dusted. We've done it again.
I always love these.
Just a quick note to say thank you to everyone for joining in the chat. Thank you for all the stickers and the input from everybody else. And thank you, obviously, to the special guests for turning up for another event. And before we end, we'll go see what happened with the special guests. So, Emilio, any new projects coming up since we last spoke? Last demo night?
I don't have any other releases for this year except for my ID showcase, which will be on the last day of 2021. I will upload that.
Nice.
I haven't started it yet, but I'm getting watermarks ready. So it's going to be fat. It's going to be pretty fat. And then you might see my name here early next year if you keep them peeled enough.
Yeah.
You know it is.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a news to me.
But yeah. Other than that, I got nothing else. So.
Good, that's good. K3MARE, see, I got it right there. I got it right. Plans coming up soon. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah, one single track coming out very soon, maybe. I have one big EP next year planned. some other singles planned. Lots of stuff, but yeah, not gonna say too much of it.
Nice. We'll end on that. Luke, StarSplitter, any projects coming up?
Nothing that's confirmed, but there's a big chance I'll be on FFA again next year. Pretty high chance.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good.
Crazy how nature do that.
Nice.
Any tracks you have, send them my way, or Alan's way, or Jerclick's way, or
don't worry.
Emery's way. Any of the four guys will be willing to listen.
You ain't ready, bro. You ain't ready.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Alan, anything coming soon?
Actually, yeah, I have one more track for the December if I manage to finish it, and then that's just the start because you will see my name on few labels in 2022. I have also EP coming up next year, so that's pretty nice.
Nice.
No way.
So the first part of the 2022, you will see my name on few things. So that's nice.
Let's go.
Do we all got EPs next year? Do we all got EPs next year? Is that?
No.
Is it EP season?
No.
Oh, no.
I think it's EP season, yeah. My EP gonna be quite different. So I won't say too much, but it's quite different, yeah.
Nice. And we'll invite Matt Boy in to speak if he wants. If he wants to speak as a special guest, because he's been recording. Yeah. He's been recording all this time. He can say a word if he wants. He doesn't need to, but he can if he wants.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Yo.
So, do you have any releases next year?
Releases next year? Oh, I've actually got one coming up in just December the 24th. I've got a remix thing coming up for a friend.
Nice.
Very cool.
However, I've just released a new track just last week. No, sorry, this week, Tuesday. It's called Charm. It's out on Spotify. Matt Boy, Charm. Search that up. That'd be great.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for inviting me, by the way. That's really nice.
That's right. No worries.
Thanks for recording.
Nice to get the recording man on. See if you for sure. Get the inner Scottishness out on the stream.
Right.
That's nice. But on that, we'll end on that, and thank you very much for everyone tuning in, and we will end the stage on that.
Hell yeah.
Thank you very much, people, and we'll see you next month for the next one.